Hey guys, how's it going? I want to talk to you today about how being really cheap, like I am, will keep you from getting super stressed out. So, both my wife and I are very cheap people. We don't like to spend a lot of money, and I try to find ways to save money any way I can, within reason, of course. I'm not like trying to get old food from the grocery store or anything like that. Just really thinking about every time I go to purchase something, slightly expensive, I ask myself, is like, do I really need this? Am I actually gonna like use it that often? And do I see myself continuing to use it? But if I can't check all those boxes, say like, for instance, lately I had to get a new phone. Uh, I've been rolling an iPhone 8 for like 8 years now. And so instead of going out and buying like the next best thing, I go straight to eBay. And what I get? I get an iPhone SE3 third gen, used, and it's like $150. And like that's just me, I don't like to spend a lot of money, and like anytime I am upgrading anything or buying something, I make sure that I have a use for it and then it's actually going to add value to my life. And by doing that, it keeps me from having clutter, and having like all this excess and like just stuff that I don't need. Um, Another good instance is I wanted to have like a family computer because my wife and I both have laptops, but like they were getting pretty old, and I did splurge last year and got myself like a mid range gaming laptop. It was the first like gaming computer that I had bought in like the last like 7 years or whatever. So I splurged a little bit on that, but I got us like a family PC. I got us a Mac, and it's a 2017 model. It's got a SSD. It's got a good amount of RAM, and I got it at a auction from like government surplus, and it's in like excellent condition. 2017 iMac. And I paid $80 for it. Like, I mean, new iMacs are like $2,000. So it's just a ripoff, And you got people out here paying like $700-800 a month for cars, and having those kinds of bills and buying like the next best thing and the next greatest thing. You might be fine for a while, but like especially with the economic conditions that we're in right now, like a lot of people that are buying this stuff, like, and don't get me wrong, like stuff is expensive for me too, and like it's like what I said in my last video, it's tough out here right now, but because I've been so cheap, my wife and I, we've got a pretty good amount of savings and investments, and because of that, like, yeah, it's stressful, but by no means am I like completely broke. And it's all because like we're just cheap and we save money and we like, we're careful about what we buy. And at the same time, it's just easier to take care of your living space when you don't have like all this extra stuff that you don't need. It just simplifies your life. You limit your options to what you have. You strip down everything into the core stuff that you really care about and the stuff that like actually brings you entertainment. And you don't need to keep up with the Joneses. You don't need to be on the bleeding edge. It's not necessary. It's if you're not happy doing it, then why do it? Why spend the money? Does nobody out here cares. Like, nobody cares that you got a brand new Tesla. Nobody cares that you're driving a Mustang. Like, it doesn't matter at the end of the day. The only thing that matters is that you're happy, the people around you are happy, and that you can just enjoy your life and not just be super stressed out about like, oh man, how am I going to pay the like $800-900 car payment? And I get it, like rent is a different story, that's something that a lot of people don't have control over, and that's not the stuff I'm talking about. And I'm also not, doing like the boomer approach and being like, oh, you got to get rid of the avocado toast. Like, let's be real, avocado toast isn't that expensive, especially if you make it at home yourself. Like, That's not what's killing you. What's killing you is getting the next iPhone, getting the newest car, all that flashy stuff, the new Apple Watch, the new Samsung S whatever, fold, flippy, got 70 stylus and a 16,000 lens camera gimbal that sticks out of your pocket like a mile. That's the stuff that's killing your finances. And so like not buying that stuff and buying used things and figuring out what the stuff is you actually care about, all that other stuff doesn't matter anymore. Like, I don't have a lot of time to game anymore, and I got a kid and I'm busy at work and I've got a lot of stuff going on in my life, and that's the last thing I want to worry about is like keeping up with all the new tech stuff. Like, I haven't paid attention to what new games are coming out in like years. Like, I saw that there's a new Battlefield game on the way, but like I'm not excited about it at all because I know how the last couple went. So like I'm totally content not spending a dime, playing Call of Duty 4 on PC. Watch a couple of episodes of, like, I've been watching Gundam lately. I got into that series. Been watching a couple of episodes of Gundam every night and just chilling, just enjoying my family and having the free time and just hanging out with my son and my wife and just chilling in life, trying to take it easy, just trying to coast through this madness we got going on right now. And so like, if you guys can do the same, just like pull back your spending and stop caring about all these products that these companies are sending out here, because like they don't care, man. Like, they're trying to make as much money as possible by making this stuff as expensive as they can, and if people keep buying it, they're going to keep making it. And just because they're making it doesn't mean you have to buy it. You don't have to partake. There's no law saying like you gotta buy the next iPhone. Like, I just bought my new phone, quote unquote, is a 3-year-old used phone, and it was like 80% cheaper than the newest phones. So, I mean, it just, in my mind, it makes sense. And then by doing that, I'm able to make a savings and do investments, which my investments have been doing pretty well lately because obviously inflation's out of control. And when inflation's out of control, up goes the stock market. So, you got to just ride the waves of what's going on and just ride life and just take it easy and just find those core things that bring you joy, whether that's gaming or doing art or, just hanging out with your friends, just whatever those small things are that that you enjoy doing. If you've got a show that you're just like, oh man, this show is the best thing ever, and it doesn't even matter if anybody else likes it at all. If you like it, watch that show 200 times. Who cares? Like, I think I've seen the first 6 Star Wars movies. If I add it all together, I've probably seen them 6 movies like hundreds of times. I just love the Star Wars, episode 1 through 6. Like, and I know the prequels get a lot of hate, but like, I love the prequels, man. I grew up in that era. Like, pod racing scene was awesome. Like, clone troopers are freaking sweet. It's just like, it doesn't matter. Like, whatever makes you happy is the only thing that matters. And the less you can worry about spending money on the next thing, the happier you'll be. You'll just be happy chilling. You got your setup, and just life is good, man. You don't have to think about it. You don't got to worry about it. Like, you get on your computer or whatever. Like, for me, I just get on my computer. I just double click that Call of Duty 4 icon. I got a server in my favorites that I jump into, which playing on in the background right now. And that's it, man. Like, that's my game now. Like, I used to play a lot of Halo back in the day, but I don't know, the Master Chief Collection just doesn't do it for me. It's just not the same. And that's just the way it is, and it's fine, man. It's cool. Like, you just do your thing, be your own person, and, just try to take it easy out there. And, so I just wanted to lay that on you guys, and let me know what you think, man. How are you guys living? Are you chasing that big expensive stuff? Do you like having all the brand new stuff, or are you like me, like being cheap and, having those core things that you enjoy and you just focus on that? So yeah, let me know down in the comments what you guys got going on, and I'd love to hear from you. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Later.